Can you shine your flashlight real quick? Now shine it everywhere.
So yeah, Texas had a big snowstorm this past couple days, and I thought I'd shine some light on how my family and I have personally gotten through it. Now, I live in a more southern part of Texas, so for you northerners out there, I know it's not a lot of snow, but this is still a pretty big deal for us because I myself and almost 4 million other people lost power at some point. So here's a little glimpse as to what my backyard looked like. We tried our best to wrap our plants with sheets to keep them somewhat warm, but unfortunately many of them still died. It was reaching temperatures as low as 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty crazy being that we live in a state that can reach 100 degrees for a substantial amount of time. Icicles were even forming on our Purple Martin house, and this little baby bunny was so cold that he had to stay really still to conserve energy. So obviously, warmth and food were big issues, but we worked around it. We tried eating all of our refrigerated food first before it went bad, and we were always using our stovetop to boil water and keep us warm. But what do you do when it's freezing cold outside and you can't rely on technology for entertainment? Well, we just kind of made the most of it and spent all of our time together. Most of the time, we did some normal things like socialize and play cards, but other times we did things we've never thought of doing on any other day. One part of the day we were playing Pictionary, and another part of the night we were reading poetry and playing instruments. That was probably the biggest positive out of all this. You know, we're a family that is very much in our own worlds because of technology, so this power outage brought us closer and made us spend a lot more quality time together. But of course, we're also a family devoted to nature, and another good way to pass the time that we've already did was to go outside and find some birds. This right here is a local grocery store we passed on our way to a birding spot. The ice on the roads began to melt, so many people were out trying to get supplies they needed. The few times my phone service did work, my friends were telling me that some people had power but no water, or water but no power. So it was all situational and people needed different things. There was a huge line outside the store because of social distancing regulations and the sheer amount of people present. On our way over, we saw some nice birds like this turkey vulture, crested caracara, great egret, and American robin. And whenever we got to the spot, there were actually a lot of birds. We decided to look around this lake, which was super cool because parts of the lake were frozen and other parts weren't. We even saw some coots running on the ice, which was actually pretty funny and something we thought we'd never see. But yeah, I'll be making some more videos on those guys and other birds we saw at the lake. Other than that, we could tell the resident birds were having a tough time in the cold. A lot of them were moving sporadically and shivering quite a bit. But that just about wraps up this whole experience for us. We ended up just going home and doing other fun things together. For us, the power was out for about 48 hours, and I'm making this video right when it turned back on. Overall, even with all the negatives, I found this to be a great experience with my family and something I'll never forget. However, I do know we were quite lucky for it to be this good. Of the 4 million people out there, many were struggling and even lost their lives. To those people, I wish you and your family good health and safety, and God bless you. But on that note, I think I'm going to end the video here and probably bundle up in some blankets and take a nap. The nights were the roughest part of all this because it was super cold and I couldn't turn off my fan to have white noise. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day and consider turning off those devices every once in a while.